Well, good evening and welcome to our AFA Awards presentation for 2020, which is virtually unlike any that we've ever experienced before. Tonight, we're going to celebrate the successes of our seniors, and we're going to recognize the hard work of everybody for this year. We're going to remember some things, and we're going to find out who won the AFA scholarships. We also have a couple guest speakers to impart some wisdom and encouragement to all of us. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to be filming this from inside the school. Fortunately, that backstage door being in the auditorium was propped open for me so I could sneak in undetected. Theater kids, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, hey, shh. I'm just putting back all the paints that I've stolen from Mrs. McFarland over the years for my own personal use in my classrooms. And for my kids' art projects. This was a good one right here. Next up, we are going to show a video that was created by our AFA ambassadors, especially Olivia de Guzman. This video is a tribute to our seniors, and at this time I want to thank our AFA ambassadors for doing such a great job throughout the year. They really inspired a lot of kids to want to audition for the AFA because they made those kids feel like this was their home. And I want to recognize those students by name. And our ambassadors were Wilson Seltzer, Georgia Mayer, Olivia de Guzman, Grace Harding, Anna Arrington, Zoe Higgs, Giovanni Anderson, Nicole Karakosian, Zach Griffin, and Jaden Britton. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. Now enjoy this video that they created. All right, now I'm in Miss Weigelt's room with my special guest. Next, we're going to recognize our seniors based on how many years they've been in the AFA. Now, we have special awards based on each year. So if you are a first-year AFA student, you get a pin that says AFA on it. If you are a second year, you get one of these beautiful maroon and gray cords and a pin. If you are a third year, you get the pin, the cord, and a specially monogrammed pen, personalized pen with your name on it. This is Sydney Oakley's pen right here that she's going to get. Let's congratulate our seniors. Rachel Anderson, music. Thomas Campbell, theater. David Filacci, music. Julianne Firetag, music. Michael Petty, music. Allison Zigsniffen, music. Kaylin Spears, art. Priscilla Wilson Gay, dance. Leilani Hierro, dance.
Ripples on the ocean's waves, finding life along the way. Gather round together to grow old forever.
Peter
We start
Abel,
anew from
music.
what we made.
Giovanni Anderson, music. Rebecca Baird, music. Madison Dance, art. Zachary Griffin, music. Grace Harding, dance. Nicole Karakozian, music. Isabella Martinez, music. David Norris, theater. Rabia Lee, art. Kaylee Olson, art. Josephine Wren, art. Ian Bondock, music. Jaden Britton, music. Ariana Conacher, music. Maddie Miller, dance. Sydney Oakley, dance. Ella Scholes, dance. Zoe Higgs, dance and theater. I'm here in the theater classroom to talk about our AFA scholarships. This year, we're going to have a special guest announce our scholarship winners. We have Jenna Claire Mason, who plays Glinda in Broadway's production of Wicked, who's going to announce each winner. And we'd like to give a special thanks to Phenomenology for making this connection for us and making this happen. Here are our 2020 AFA scholarship winners.
Hi, my name is Jenna Claire and I play Glinda in Wicked on Broadway. This time of day I would usually be performing on the Gershwin stage, but I'm coming to you live from my living room to say, Josie Wren, congratulations. I am so proud of you and so excited for you for being awarded $1,000 to an institution of your choice to continue your education in the world of art. I think it's so cool that you're an artist and such an incredible community to be a part of. What is your storytelling medium of choice? Are you, do you do pottery? Do you do photography? Do you use paints? I would love to hear more about how you like to tell stories. And I just think this community of artists is going to bounce back from this quarantine more resilient, more creative, more inspired, more rested than ever before. So I hope you feel that. I hope you're finding time to rest and to be creatively inspired, and then also just to have fun. But know that I'm thinking of you during this time. Really, really excited for you on this huge accomplishment. Please keep me posted on your journey. And I hope when all this ends and Broadway reopens that you can come visit me at the Gershwin. Much love. Mwah. Hope you are happy and healthy. Bye, Josie. Jaden, congratulations. I am so excited that you are pursuing your education in music, and it's incredible that you have been awarded $1,000 to an institution of your choice. I am so proud of you, and I am so excited for this grand adventure that you have ahead of you. What is the instrument of your choice? I know if I could go back and tell younger me one thing, it would be don't quit piano. Actually, in quarantine, one of the ways I'm trying to stay creatively inspired is by reteaching myself the piano. So I'm glad that you never gave it up and that you're still working on your music theory and playing. What is your instrument of choice? Like I said, I play a little bit of the piano. My husband plays the guitar. My brothers grew up playing saxophone. I'd love to hear what you play and what you are going to be studying in school. I hope that you are finding time in quarantine to continue to make music, maybe write music, maybe practicing your scales, but definitely, yeah, making the most of this time to stay creatively inspired. So know that I'm thinking of you. I hope when quarantine ends and Broadway is back up and running that you can come visit me at the Gershwin. I hope you are happy and healthy. Sending you lots of love. Congratulations, Jaden. Mwah. Grace Harding, congratulations, or as we say in Wicked, congratulations on being awarded $1,000 to the institution of your choice. I am so proud of you and so excited for you for this huge accomplishment. It's so amazing that you are continuing your education in the arts. I grew up dancing and I have so much respect for the craft. I think dance instills great confidence, great composure, great discipline, and I'm curious, what kind of dance do you like the best? Tap, hip hop, jazz? What do you love? I definitely grew up loving ballet, probably the most, and now as a performer in Wicked, I really enjoy getting to watch the choreography. If you haven't seen it before, I hope you can join us at the Gershwin sometime. The choreography is whimsical and flowing, and it's fun getting to see the different interpretations from various performers. And fun fact, the Gershwin stage is actually on a raked angle like this, so it requires the dancers to find a whole new center of gravity. There's even one girl who dances on point, so I think that's really cool. But I just want you to know how excited I am for you and for this new adventure. I hope you are finding time, even in quarantine, to stretch and get your body moving, maybe some dance cardio online, and I'm just really excited that you have this amazing adventure ahead of you. Please, please keep me posted on your journey. I hope you are happy and healthy. Much love. Bye, Grace. Zoe, congratulations. I am so excited for you. It's amazing that you have been awarded $1,000 to put towards your education and towards the institution of your choice. I am so excited that you are continuing your education in theater. I got a BFA in music theater from Elon University, and I'm dying to hear, where do you want to go to school? What are you dreaming about? Do you have a dream role? I know that I saw the original cast of Wicked on Broadway when I was 13 and dreamed of playing Glinda ever since. So to you, I would love to say, I hope you keep working hard and dreaming big, and this is just such a huge accomplishment, and yeah, just so incredibly proud of you. I hope that we get to work together someday, and I hope that in this time of quarantine that you are able to rest and do things that are creatively inspiring to you. Maybe you've downloaded Broadway HD and you're watching new shows. Maybe you're putting on concerts for your family in your living room, and I hope you're finding time to do things for fun, whether it be go on a walk or cuddle with your puppies. I know I've been doing a lot of that, but yeah, just know that I'm thinking of you. I hope when Broadway is back up and running again that you can come visit me at the Gershwin Theater. I would love it if you could come see the show. And yeah, sending you lots of love. Hope you are happy and healthy. Mwah. Congratulations, Zoe.
Wasn't that cool to have a Broadway celebrity introduce the scholarship winners? Well, you're going to hear from Jenna Claire Mason again, as we have two people who are going to share some thoughts and wisdom with you, as it's always important to kind of solicit the advice of people who've gone before us. If you want to take advice from me, I would recommend that you learn that the Joffrey box office and the place where they actually perform are actually two different locations. And that's a good thing to know when there's a large group of people following you around in really cold rain. Anyways, we're going to have Jenna Claire Mason share with you, and we're going to have Emmy Noel, who's a 1998 graduate of the music focus here at the AFA, and she now teaches music at Otterbein University in Ohio. So please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Jenna Claire Mason, and I play Glinda in Wicked on Broadway when Broadway is open, which it's not at the moment. So I'm coming to you live from my house on a night when I would usually be at the Gershwin Theater. But yeah, I wanted you to know that I'm thinking about you during this incredibly challenging and somewhat isolating time. Right, the whole thing about social distancing feels really hard, especially in a season where we anticipated celebrating together and celebrating you and celebrating all of your many accomplishments during this past season of life. So I wanted you to know that I'm thinking of you, and I know for me in quarantine, it feels daunting to know that Broadway is going to be reopening in question mark, not sure, right? So much is unknown at this time, and we're all kind of dealing with uncharted territory. But the beautiful thing is that we are all in it together. And someone asked me the other day if I was discouraged at all about the trajectory of my industry. And I can say to you honestly, the answer is no. I think that performers and storytellers and artists are resilient. And what I see from my community is a group of people that are going to come back from all of this stronger, more rested, more grateful than ever before. So I'm excited that you're a part of this community. And just to tell you a little bit about me and my journey to Broadway, I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, doing a lot of the same things that you're probably doing. Voice lessons and dance classes and some, drama camps in the summer, maybe a school show, or maybe getting involved in a musical at a community theater nearby, but just kind of tried to get involved in the arts however I could just in my community. So I'm sure it feels crazy for you as it does for me in a world in which we just go, go, go to kind of stop. And I don't know about you, but I'm definitely can be somewhat of an achiever, like go, 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 go. And for me in this season of slowness, I feel like I can rest for the first time in a long time because there's no FOMO. Is anyone else dealing with that? Like everyone else has stopped and everyone else is resting, so I can too. So I hope you are feeling a little bit of that. And then I just want to encourage you to, what are some great ways to fill your time during this, gift of a down season, if we want to see it in a positive light. What are things we can do that are restful? Well, I think it's great to, not just like Netflix kind of rest, but like soul restorative rest, right? So maybe that's yoga, a yoga class that you find on YouTube, or maybe taking a walk in nature and getting some fresh air and some vitamin D. Maybe it's writing a letter and reflecting on people who have mentored you or teachers that have impacted your life. I hope you're also finding time to do things that are creatively inspiring to you. I have a friend who downloaded a Broadway HD subscription and is watching a different show every day, which is so cool. How neat to come out of this quarantine jam-packed with knowledge of, all different kinds of musicals and plays. I think that's a unique opportunity that you have at your fingertips on the internet. Or maybe you're learning a new skill or reading a book. I know for me, if I could go back and tell younger me one thing, it would probably be don't quit piano. But I am in quarantine reteaching myself the piano. And maybe I'll graduate to the guitar, but this is my husband's guitar. And I hope you're doing something that is fun for you. And I feel like in my list of to-dos, fun kind of falls on the back burner. I don't know if that's what it's like for you, but maybe you do a dance cardio class or make up a TikTok video dance. I'm not on TikTok yet, but maybe someday. And or put on a concert for your family in your living room, right? There's so many ways to use your gifts and to bring joy to the people that are in your immediate surrounding home. So a little bit more about me. I definitely got involved in the arts in my community right where I was, but I am not someone who got like every leading role or every solo in middle school or high school. I was the opposite. I was the one on the other end going, oh, I really wanted that part, or oh, I really wanted that solo. But thankfully I had encouraging teachers and people in my life that kept encouraging me to work hard and dream big. So I want to say the same to you. Keep working hard and keep dreaming big. I went to Elon University and got a BFA in music theater, and yeah, I took every opportunity that I could find to perform and to get a better handle on my nerves and to work in regional theater. And so I had the chance to come into New York after graduation with a great bit of experience on my resume from those collegiate years. And yeah, auditioned. And I think the earlier years in middle school and high school of hearing no, you always hear, rejection is so important for building thick skin, and it definitely was for me, but I think that was good training ground for the real world for sure. But I mean, I auditioned for Wicked for years, which I think people don't really know. I think it's easy to look at me and be like, oh, she's a lead on Broadway. But it was my first audition out of school. I auditioned for it the next year. I auditioned for the next year, went through a whole round of callbacks, didn't get it, went through another round of callbacks, got it, did it on Broadway as the standby for 16 months, had to re-audition to do it on the road, which I ended up doing for 20 months. And now I've technically been doing the part in New York now for about a year. So I have a few book recommendations. I hope that's okay. During this time, maybe you would enjoy The Complete Artist's Way. It's something I am working through. One of my best friends, Mary Kate Morrissey, she was my alphaba on the road for about a year. She gave me this. And while we have the downtime, it's good to invest your time wisely, and maybe you would enjoy this. This is a book that someone gave me when I was transitioning from tour to Broadway. I had about 5 months off and was like, how am I gonna fill my time? And I know The Art of Rest was really helpful for me. This is a book that I read in college and actually just reread because I had the opportunity to do my very first TV show and kind of wanted to brush up on some of my skills and knowledge, but it's Acting in Film by Michael Caine. I highly recommend it. This is a great book that I read in high school called How to Audition for Musical Theater, or How to Audition for the Musical Theater by Donald Oliver. Maybe this is something you would enjoy, especially if you are going off to a music theater program for college. And then this is just my favorite book, so I have to plug it, but it's called Everybody Always by Bob Goff, and it's just a book about how to love people better. But I'm a big advocate of well-rounded people make well-rounded performers. So I hope wherever you are in your world right now that you can just spread your arms wide, and whether that means getting involved in a book club or a horseback riding club or a math club. I just think the more you can know about the world, maybe the better human you're gonna be, maybe the greater perspective you'll have, and then definitely the better storyteller you'll be. But I wanted you to know that I'm thinking about you and I'm celebrating with you in spirit, and I hope when all this ends that you can come visit me at the Gershwin. I would love to see you there. Mwah.
Greetings, class of 2020. Congratulations, graduates and parents and friends of the Academy for the Fine Arts. My name is Emily Noel, and I am honored that Mr. Kurtz and Mr. Glenn have asked me to speak to you a little bit today. I was a student at the AFA from 1996 to 1998. Yes, that means I am 40 years old, but strangely enough, I was 18 just yesterday. It's true. If you don't believe me, ask Miss Tringali. She was my favorite English teacher too. Mr. Kurtz asked me to share with you a little bit of my story and a few of my career highlights, so you might get a sense of what a 20-year career in the arts might look like straight out of TJ. For my undergrad studies, I went to the University of Maryland, College Park, and then I went on for my master's degree at the Peabody Conservatory. I loved college, but it was hard. I failed a lot. I went through a period of debilitating stage fright, and I wasn't sure if I was cut out for a performance career. So I took some time off and I became a park ranger for the National Park Service. And for 2 summers, I wore that hat. I mean, literally, I wore that hat. And though I loved being outside and working in nature, I knew there was something else, and curiosity called me back to the arts. The AFA program had instilled in me a passion for lifelong learning, and I knew that music was what I loved learning about. I'm so grateful for the AFA program at TJ. In the program, I was nurtured and validated, and I felt free to be my nerdy self and encouraged to jump into independent studies and collaborations and projects, and I always knew I was in a safe space. And I knew deep down that I was a total nerd. And so, like so many other total nerds before me, I became a college professor. Right now I'm teaching voice and oral skills at Otterbein University in Ohio, but I have taught over the years at many different colleges: music theory, music history, diction. I've directed college-level opera productions. I love college students, especially the ones who are pursuing their passion. I'm so excited for those of you who are heading to college in the fall to learn more about your art. I've seen firsthand the transformative power of the fine arts. I've seen great shifts of confidence in students over and over again as they realize this art is for me. As they take these antiquated art forms, instrumental music, ballet, theater, opera, down off the pedestal and hold them close. As they realize that the visual and performing arts are representations of our common humanity. But you're probably thinking, what about now? I can't be on stage with my friends. I can't play in an orchestra or even have a lesson. What's the point? Well, the point is dreaming. We only spend a small fraction of our time as artists on the stage or in the gallery anyway, and our main function is that of dreamers. Imagining the possibilities, imagining new ways of expression, and you, class of 2020, you are the generation that is going to save us from this. You are going to think way outside the box and figure out what is possible. As I was beginning my career as a professional musician, I had no idea what was possible. So I just made it my business to say yes to every opportunity. I said yes, I did the work, I showed up, I stayed positive, and I got hired back. That's it. That's the formula. And I believe that anything is possible for all of you if you do the same. I want to take a moment to show you some of my favorite places that this philosophy has taken me. This photo is from Rigoletto, which I performed in Sardinia, Italy. Here I am at the Amsterdam Grachten Festival in the Netherlands. And Shakespeare's Globe. I got to perform at the Wanamaker Theatre with the Gabrielli Players and with acclaimed Shakespearean actor Sir Derek Jacobi. Sir Derek and I actually also performed together at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. Here's a rehearsal shot from that. And I have appeared at the Folger Shakespeare Theater with the Folger Consort. And here I am with Ruth Bader Ginsburg after giving a recital for her and her family at the Supreme Court. You might look at these photos and think, wow, this lady really made it. Or you might think, she hasn't sung at the Met. Has she really had a career? But I'll tell you this, the secret is there is no such thing as making it. Even my friends who sing at the Met are still teachers or landlords or dog walkers. And you know what? That's great. Because the truth is, the joy isn't in the arrival. The joy is in the journey. The joy is in the process and the struggle and the inspiration. And by that measure, you, class of 2020, have already made it. I'm just thrilled for you, and I'm excited for your joyful journey ahead. Academy for the Fine Arts, congratulations and good luck.
Well, that brings us to the end of our AFA Awards for this year. We're very sad that we couldn't be able to do it in person, but we do know that it's better than nothing and simply ignoring the rest of the year and pretending like it didn't happen. There were a lot of great things that happened this year, and we want to make sure and recognize those and also acknowledge that there's some really cool things coming up in all of your lives as well. What I have here, this is a poster, and there's many posters like this in lots of different high schools of a show that never got performed. And if you go to many high school stages right now, you're going to see sets for a show that never got performed. Lots of musicals and lots of plays did not get performed this year. And that might be a sad thing, and it is a sad thing, but I think there's a lot of things we can learn from this, and I'm going to choose two. One, as much as we try to script out our life and decide what happens next and what we're going to do when, life is not a script, it's improv. We are given prompts, and it's up to us how we act and what we choose to do within those prompts. So it's very important that we understand that even though we might have planned to do various things this year, that's not always guaranteed. And in school teaches us to find the answers and to solve the problems and to solve for X and to problem solve and to do all of these things. But in reality, your future is always uncertain. It always will be, and we do not know what's going to happen. We need to be comfortable adapting to each situation as it happens. And I'm very, very proud of you guys for the way you were able to adapt to this situation, even though it's not really what anybody wanted. But seniors, as you move on, there's going to be a lot of pressure to return things back to normal. I think a lot of the next couple years is going to be, how do we get back to the way we were? Well, that's a lot of pressure to turn back a page in our script. So my question to you is, do we want things to return to normal? What should return to normal? Or are there things that really we should not return to the way they were? What are those things, and how can we make those things better now that they're broken? Sometimes when things are broken, that's the perfect time to look for ways to improve them so that they benefit more people in society than they did before. Seniors, is up to you, now that you're moving on and out of school and into college, to start looking for those things and how you can make the world a better place. Second, the arts is as much about the audience as it is about the artist. Yes, we're very sad that we couldn't take the stage and perform our shows and musicals, but there's more stages in our life than just the ones that are located in high school auditoriums. We can be sad that the show we prepared did not get to be performed, and we could wonder what if and what would have been. But on your stage every day, how many moments cross your path where you choose to withhold good works and wonder what would have happened or what would have been? Was it a kind word to somebody? Was it putting yourself out on the line to try to do something different? Was it a risk that you wanted to take that you just didn't do? You have those moments all the time. So let this show that never got performed be a reminder that you have chances to be great with the audience that's in front of you every single day. And you all have unique gifts and talents to display to everybody and inspire them and help them to tackle the great questions in life. Use them. The stage is not just in an auditorium. The stage is everywhere you are. And you're choosing how to display your gifts and talents to the people around you every day. So seniors, you're about to turn the page in your script and see what your next prompt is. It's up to you how you choose to act and how you use your gifts to inspire those around you. Just know that we all love you here. We're here to support you, and we are here to cheer you on every step of the way. And you have a home here at the Academy for the Fine Arts that is yours forever. Thank you for making this year great.
We've answered to the midnight's call. Gather round together to grow old forever. We know that we have been through it all. We know that we have been through it all. We know that we have been through it all. We know that we have been